Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Old Quarter Dollar USA. Today we are going to explore 3 interesting coins from Hong Kong that feature Queen Elizabeth II. These coins include the 1979 Hong Kong 50 cents, the 1980 Hong Kong $1, and the 1987 Hong Kong 10 cents. Each of these coins represents an important period in Hong Kong's history when it was under British rule. In this video, we will learn about their design, history, metal composition, circulation, and collector value. If you enjoy coin history and rare world coins, stay with us as we discover the stories behind these fascinating pieces of currency. Next, top 1. The Hong Kong 50 cents is an interesting piece of currency from the late 20th century when Hong Kong was still under British rule. This coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, who served as the monarch of the United Kingdom and the head of state for many British territories, including Hong Kong, during that period. The 1979 issue belongs to a long series of Hong Kong coins produced during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. These coins were widely used in everyday transactions, and today they are collected by numismatists who are interested in colonial-era currency and Asian coinage. The presence of the Queen's portrait reflects the historical connection between Hong Kong and the British Crown before the territory was handed over to China in 1997. On the obverse side of the 1979 Hong Kong 50 cents coin, you will see a detailed portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right. Around the portrait appears the inscription, Queen Elizabeth II, identifying the monarch. This portrait style was commonly used on Hong Kong coins during the 1970s and was designed to show the Queen in a dignified and formal appearance. The portrait represents stability and authority, which was important for colonial coinage because it reminded users that the territory was governed under the British monarchy. The design is simple yet elegant, with a smooth background that highlights the Queen's profile and gives the coin a classic numismatic look that collectors appreciate. The reverse side of the coin displays the denomination, 50 cents, along with the year 1979. The design usually includes decorative elements that represent Hong Kong's identity and economic growth during that era. Hong Kong in the 1970s was rapidly developing into a major financial and trading center in Asia, and coins like this circulated widely in markets, shops, and transportation systems across the territory. During that time, the currency system of Hong Kong was well established, with coins of different denominations, including 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, and $1. The 50-cent coin served as a mid-value coin commonly used in daily purchases. In terms of technical specifications, the 1979 Hong Kong 50 cents coin is made from nickel brass, giving it a golden yellow color that distinguishes it from silver-colored coins. The coin typically weighs around 4 grams and has a diameter of approximately 22.5 millimeters. The edge of the coin is usually reeded, which means it has small grooves around the edge. This feature helps prevent counterfeiting and also makes the coin easier to grip. The coin was minted in large quantities to support Hong Kong's busy economy. So many examples still exist today in circulated condition. Historically, this coin represents an important period in Hong Kong's development. During the late 1970s, Hong Kong was becoming one of the Asian tigers, known for rapid industrial growth and international trade. Coins from this period reflect the blend of British political influence and Chinese cultural environment that shaped Hong Kong's unique identity. The image of Queen Elizabeth II on the coin reminds collectors of the colonial administration that governed Hong Kong for more than 150 years, from 1842 until the 1997 handover to China. From a collector's perspective, the 1979 Hong Kong 50 cents coin is not extremely rare because millions were minted for circulation. However, it is still popular among collectors of world coins and British colonial currency. The value of the coin depends mainly on its condition. A heavily circulated coin may be worth only a small amount, often close to its face value in collectible markets. However, coins in uncirculated or mint condition can be more desirable to collectors and may sell for a higher price. Some collectors also keep these coins as part of a complete Hong Kong coin series from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Another reason collectors appreciate this coin is its historical symbolism. It represents a time when Hong Kong was transforming into one of the world's leading financial centers while still maintaining its colonial ties to Britain. The coin is therefore not just a piece of metal used for trade, but also a small historical artifact that reflects political history, economic development, and cultural exchange in East Asia. Today, many people collect Hong Kong coins like the 1979 50 cents because they provide insight into the region's past. Coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II were issued in Hong Kong for decades, with different portrait styles appearing over the years. By studying these coins, collectors can trace changes in design, metal composition, and minting technology. The 1979 coin is one example of the many coins that tell the story of Hong Kong's monetary system and its connection to the British Empire. In conclusion, the 1979 Hong Kong 50 cents coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a fascinating collectible from the colonial era of Hong Kong. With its nickel brass composition, clear royal portrait, and practical design, it represents the economic and historical environment of Hong Kong in the late 20th century. Whether kept as part of a coin collection or studied for its historical value, this coin remains an interesting reminder of the time when Hong Kong was governed under the British Crown and was rapidly emerging as a global financial hub next top two. The Hong Kong $1 is a well-known coin from the monetary system of Hong Kong during the period when the territory was administered by Britain. This coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, who served as the monarch of the United Kingdom and the head of state of Hong Kong during the colonial era. The 1981 $1 coin represents an important part of Hong Kong's currency history because it circulated widely at a time when the region was rapidly developing into one of Asia's most important financial and commercial centers. Coins like this were used daily by millions of people in markets, shops, transportation systems, and small businesses throughout the territory. Today, the 1980 Hong Kong $1 coin is collected by numismatists around the world who are interested in world coins, British colonial coinage, and the economic history of Hong Kong. On the obverse side of the 1980 Hong Kong $1 coin, you will see a right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Around the portrait appears the inscription, Queen Elizabeth II. This design highlights the role of the British monarchy in Hong Kong's government at the time. The portrait used on coins from this era is often known as the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, used in many Commonwealth countries during the 1970s and early 1980s. The Queen is shown wearing a royal crown, symbolizing authority and continuity of the British Crown across its overseas territories. The obverse design is clean and elegant, with the Queen's profile standing out clearly against the background. The reverse side of the coin displays the denomination, $1, along with the year 1980. The reverse design also includes traditional Chinese elements that reflect the local culture of Hong Kong. The bilingual nature of Hong Kong's currency can often be seen through the combination of English text and Chinese characters on coins and banknotes. This reflects the multicultural environment of Hong Kong, where Eastern traditions and Western governance existed side by side for many decades. The reverse design is simple but effective, clearly indicating the value of the coin so that it could easily be recognized in everyday transactions. From a technical perspective, the 1980 Hong Kong $1 coin was made using nickel brass, a durable metal alloy that gives the coin a golden or yellowish appearance. The coin has an approximate diameter of about 25.5 millimeters and typically weighs around 7 grams. Its edge is reeded, meaning it has small ridges around the edge. These ridges help prevent counterfeiting and also improve grip when handling the coin. The coin was minted in large numbers because the $1 denomination was frequently used in daily commerce. Because of the high mintage, many examples of this coin still exist today. The historical context of this coin is particularly interesting. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, Hong Kong was experiencing rapid economic growth. The city had become a major hub for manufacturing, shipping, and international trade. Its free market economy attracted businesses and investors from around the world. The circulation of coins, such as the 1981 dollar coin, was part of a well-organized monetary system that supported this economic activity. The coin, therefore, represents more than just currency. It symbolizes Hong Kong's development into a global financial center. Another important aspect of this coin is its connection to the broader history of the British Empire. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, many territories and Commonwealth countries issued coins featuring her portrait. Hong Kong was one of these territories, and its coins were designed to reflect both British authority and local identity. The presence of the Queen's portrait on Hong Kong coins continued until the territory was handed over to China in 1997, after which new coins were introduced featuring the bauhinia flower, a symbol of Hong Kong. For coin collectors, the 1980 Hong Kong $1 coin is considered a common but historically interesting collectible. Because millions were produced, it is usually not rare. Coins that have been heavily circulated may have only small collector value. However, coins that remain in uncirculated or mint condition can be more desirable and may be worth more to collectors who specialize in Hong Kong coinage. Some collectors also try to gather complete year sets of Hong Kong coins from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, making coins like the 1981 dollar an important piece of the series. The coin also holds educational and historical value. It represents a time when Hong Kong's identity was shaped by both Chinese heritage and British governance. The design of the coin, with English inscriptions and a British monarch's portrait, reflects the colonial structure of the time, while the coin circulation in a largely Chinese society demonstrates the blending of cultures that made Hong Kong unique. In conclusion, the 1980 Hong Kong $1 coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a fascinating example of colonial-era currency. With its nickel-brass composition, elegant royal portrait, and clear denomination design, it served as a practical piece of everyday money during a period of rapid economic growth in Hong Kong. Today, the coin remains an interesting collectible and a small but meaningful historical artifact that reflects the political, economic, and cultural history of Hong Kong during the late 20th century. The Hong Kong 10 cents is a small but historically meaningful coin issued in Hong Kong during the period when the territory was still a British colony. This coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, who was the reigning monarch of the United Kingdom and the official head of state of Hong Kong at the time. The 1987 10-cent coin represents part of the everyday currency used by the people of Hong Kong in the late 20th century. During that time, Hong Kong had one of the most active and dynamic economies in Asia, and coins like this circulated constantly in markets, transportation systems, restaurants, and small shops. Although it is a small denomination coin, it reflects the political history, economic development, and cultural identity of Hong Kong during the final decade of British administration before the territory's handover to China in 1997. On the obverse side of the 1987 Hong Kong 10 cents coin is a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription, Queen Elizabeth II. This design shows the monarch wearing a royal crown, symbolizing the authority of the British Crown over Hong Kong during the colonial period. The portrait used on coins during the 1980s is known as one of the official effigies of Queen Elizabeth II that appeared on many Commonwealth and British territory coins. The design is simple yet elegant, focusing on the Queen's profile against a plain background so that the details of the portrait stand out clearly. The obverse design emphasizes the political connection between Hong Kong and Britain at the time. The reverse side of the coin shows the denomination, 10 cents, along with the year 1987. In many Hong Kong coins, the reverse design also incorporates Chinese characters to represent the bilingual nature of the region's currency system. Hong Kong has always been a place where Eastern and Western influences meet, and this is reflected even in the design of its coins. The combination of English and Chinese inscriptions helps ensure that the coin could be easily recognized and used by the diverse population living in Hong Kong. The reverse design is practical and straightforward, focusing on clarity and functionality for everyday use. In terms of technical details, the 1987 Hong Kong 10 cents coin is typically made from nickel brass, which gives it a golden yellow color. The coin has an approximate diameter of about 17.5 millimeters and weighs around 1.8 grams. Because it is a smaller denomination coin, it is lighter and thinner than larger coins, such as the $1 or $2 coins. The edge of the coin is usually plain or lightly milled, depending on the minting specifications used during that period. The coin was produced in large numbers, because 10-cent coins were commonly used for small purchases and as change in daily transactions. The economic and historical context of the 1987 10 cents coin is very interesting. During the 1980s, Hong Kong was experiencing significant economic expansion. The territory had become one of the world's leading financial centers and a major hub for international trade and manufacturing. Coins like the 10-cent piece were essential for everyday commerce in this busy economy. Public transportation, vending machines, local markets, and convenience stores all relied on small denomination coins for quick and efficient transactions. The 1987 coin therefore represents the daily economic life of millions of people living and working in Hong Kong during this era. Another important historical factor related to this coin is the approaching political transition. In 1984, the governments of the United Kingdom and China signed the Sino-British Joint Declaration, which established that Hong Kong would be returned to China in 1997. By 1987, people in Hong Kong were already aware that the territory's future would eventually change. However, the coins continued to feature Queen Elizabeth II until the handover took place. This means that coins like the 1987 10 cents piece represent the final decade of British colonial coinage in Hong Kong. From a collector's point of view, the 1987 Hong Kong 10 cents coin is generally considered a common coin because millions were minted for circulation. Most examples found today show signs of wear from everyday use. However, coins that remain in uncirculated or mint condition are more attractive to collectors and may have slightly higher value. Numismatists who collect Hong Kong coins often try to complete full sets covering every year of issue during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, making the 1987 coin an important piece of that historical series. Beyond its monetary value, the coin also holds cultural and historical significance. It reflects a time when Hong Kong was a unique blend of British administration and Chinese culture. The presence of the Queen's portrait symbolizes colonial governance, while the bilingual elements of the design represent the local population and traditions. For historians and collectors alike, coins like the 1987 10 cents provide a tangible connection to the past and help tell the story of Hong Kong's transformation from a British colony into a modern global city. In conclusion, the 1987 Hong Kong 10 cents coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a small but meaningful piece of history. Made of nickel brass and designed for everyday use, it circulated widely during a time of economic prosperity and political change in Hong Kong. Today, the coin is appreciated by collectors and historians as a reminder of the final years of British rule in Hong Kong and the important role that currency plays in reflecting political authority, economic development, and cultural identity.